Hi and welcome to the Armourgeddon channel. My name's Stuart Garner and today we're going to talk about our collection of artillery and anti-tank guns. We're very lucky here at Armourgeddon. Over the years we've collected some quite rare bits of kit. For example, we have this one here. This is the Pack 36. We have a Pack 40 behind it. We have an IG-18 over in the corner there, which we'll show you in a minute. Flak 88, Pack 36, and even a howitzer, a 10.5 centimetre Krupp howitzer. We'll show you around of them each individually, and you'll get to see the different sizes and how the war progressed and the sizes increased. So we're going to start with the Pack 36. This is one here. This is the mainstay of the German army early on in the war. What they found though, it actually didn't have the penetrating power that was needed against some of the French tanks and even the small British tanks. The round itself, the shell, there you go, not very big warhead, and obviously it couldn't have a very big muzzle velocity out of this gun, but it did the job for when it was needed. This particular one was restored by a collector down south a few years ago, and we bought it to add to the collection. Completely live. If you could find a live one of these, you could actually fire it. We actually do occasionally fire blanks out of it, but we'd never be allowed to fire a live one, unfortunately. Now, the Pack 36 was also fitted to tanks, such as the Panzer III, and at the time, this round was fine. It could take out Allied tanks without too much problems. Very quickly, though, it became obsolete. Although it was still used right through the war up till 1944, it actually didn't do a lot of good against armour. It was still okay against half-tracks and other small armoured vehicles, but not a lot of use against the big tanks. It was, however, good because it was light, so infantry could drag it around. The ammunition was light, you could carry quite a bit of it, so at least it gave the man on the ground a little bit of protection, and if nothing else, made him feel a little bit better. So here we are at the end where the crew would sit. You've got your elevation, traverse. These legs would normally be open to give it a bit of stability. So your aimer would be here, look down there, direct line of sight, loader on this side, and then you'd have a crew behind you that just kept feeding the ammunition in. Got quite a fast rate of fire, and all in all, not a bad weapon for its time. Did its job and saw the German army through the very early stages of the war. Here we have the IG-18, 75mm gun, and very, very useful bit of kit. Used in the early war, and with its being 75mm, it had packed quite a punch. These were also, if you'll see in some of the early footage, these were also used by the German paratroopers. Gave them a very compact, small gun, but something that could really do some damage. Had a crew of 5. You got your aimer, your loader, and it opened and worked a bit like a shotgun. So you pulled the lever, barrel opened, dropped the shell in, closed it up. Quite a quick rate of fire. And like I say, very compact. This particular one, we got it from a collector, but it actually came from Russia. And when you look at the rifling inside the barrel here, it's really, really worn. It's really been, you can tell it's had a lot of shots through it. So if only it could talk and tell us exactly what it had done in its time. We've also got another set of wheels for it, because when it was being transported either by the airborne or behind horses even, it would have wooden wheels on it, which we have got another set. These were fitted, and these are original tyres, the original German tyres, but this is for more when it was being transported behind a truck, so a little bit more suspension. But all in all, a very, very good bit of kit, and rare. There aren't many of these in the UK at all, so we're lucky to have that as part of the collection. Next we have the Pack 38, this old girl here. Very good bit of kit. 5-man crew, weighed in just under a ton, so quite manoeuvrable. This old girl came from Bulgaria. That's where we got her from. She was restored over there, but you can see by the look of her, she's definitely seen a bit of action. As you know, Bulgaria was an ally of the Germans, and this would have been used against the Russians, maybe against the Allies, although most of the Bulgarians were against the Russians. 50mm gun. Very, very good against the early tanks, even against the T-34. Got the shot in the right place, it would have destroyed it. Very rare over here, you don't see many of these. Because they were early war, a lot of them were destroyed, and you find more of the Pak 40s and the 88s around. But no, all in all, she's a very nice bit of kit. So that's the end of part 1. If you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, then please tune in again for part 2, and like and subscribe our channel.